find us on the. Okay, so let's go. W, a company based in Eurozone, has expanded very rapidly over recent years by a combination of acquiring subsidiaries in foreign countries and setting up its own operations abroad. Okay. W's board has found it increasingly difficult to monitor activities. W company's support functions, including its treasury functions, have struggled to cope with the greatly increased workload. W company's board decided to restructure the company on a regional basis. Regional boards appropriate support functions. In some of the larger countries in which W operates are unhappy with the organization on a regional basis and believe that operations in their countries should be given a large amount of autonomy and be supported by internal functions organized on a national basis. Now here's what we're interested in. Assume it is now 1st October 2017. The Central Treasury Department has just received information about a future transaction by a newly acquired subsidiary in Urea, where the local currency is the dinar. The subsidiary expects to receive 27 million dinar on the 31st January 2018. It wants this money to be invested locally in Urea, most probably for 5 months until 3rd June 2018. So we are going to do a summary. So let's do the summary together. Let's do a summary together. So let's do a summary together, people. So if you're running with your computer there, let's run together. Oh, my 3.6 students, I'm sure you're writing down. Let us do that together. So shall we do a summary first? Summary. Our company. Today's date. We put this there, date there. And transaction date. Transaction amount. Transaction amount. And transaction type. Transaction type. Okay, so this little summary helps us to deal with the issues. So what is our company called? I hope that is big enough for all of us to see. We call our company W. Today's date. This date. Transaction date. When do we import deposit this money? The subsidiary expects to receive 27 and 31st January 2018. It wants this money to be invested locally in Urea, most probably 5 months until June 2018. Transaction date is what? When do we intend to? And transaction amount. Okay, transaction type. It's an investment. So this is what we have. And the duration is 5 months. Now let's go. Yesterday we saw the hedging using the futures. Okay, the forward rate agreement was done already. Remember, the forward rate agreement was done for this particular question. But if some of you say no, let's do it together, there's no problem. We can start with the forward rate agreement. Okay. So then, which one? Which one should we choose? That's the first question. Which one should we choose, people? They are here. I hope we are all doing the same. We're all pushing in our figures. Okay, so which one? Let's go. Today is 1st October. At 1st January. How many months are those? So we count all of October, November in full, December in full, and January in full. So it's a 4 for 5 months. So the one that we're looking for is 4-9. On this one, we are hedging at what rate? 5%. Are we together, people? Okay. So then, we're going to look at the hedge outcome. What has happened on this hedge? There are 2 scenarios. What are these scenarios? The central bank base rate is currently 4.2. And the Treasury believes that it can invest money as central bank less 30 basis points. However, Treasury staff have seen prediction that central bank base rate could increase by 1.1 or 4 by 0.6. So you have 2 scenarios. We have 2 scenarios. Scenario A and scenario B. Okay. Current base. What's the current base rate, people? 4.2, and there 4.2. Then there's the a movement. Two possible movements. What are those movements? Number one, an increase by 1.1. And this one, a decrease of 0.6. Okay. So the new base rate. The new base rate. Let's go. FRA rates. FRA rates. What is the rate? 5.02 and there 5.02. Now this is an investment. This is an investment. This is an investment. So then, when the interest rates go up, let's go. I want participation. I want participation there. So when interest rates here, interest rates have gone up, but you have already undertaken to invest at 5.02. So you are going to pay to bank. You are going to pay to the bank. You will invest the bank. How much do you invest the bank? You will invest the bank that minus that. So that's a payment to the bank. Number two, there's now an adverse movement. So what are you going to do? Receive from the bank. You're going to receive from the bank. What are you going to receive from the bank? That less that. Are we together, everybody? So what's the net outcome? What's the net outcome? Let's check net outcome. As somebody observed yesterday. Sorry, let's just, it's not the net outcome. Not the net outcome. Okay. Like that. And here, like that. Okay. So these are the outcomes that we have. We've got two outcomes. Two outcomes. So this is what you call the hedge outcome, right? Is that okay? That's the hedge outcome. Now, the net outcome, what has happened now on this transaction? What has happened on this transaction? Let's demonstrate what's happening on this transaction. Okay. What's happening on this transaction? Let's go. We now go to borrow. What is the new base rate? Let's go. What's the new base rate? The new base rate is here. What's the adjustment factor? Who remembers the adjustment factor? Who remembers the adjustment factor?
0.3.
Yes, that's the adjustment factor. Okay. So that's your adjustment. Then from there, you have results from FRA. FRA. So what are the results from FRA? Here, you've got a minus, and here you've got a plus. So the net is and that is the observation that somebody made yesterday. Somebody made this observation yesterday, 4.72, 4.72. Is that okay, team? That's what you have. Eh? A number of you tried this, so I'm sure you are happy now with what we've done. We're now going to move to the futures. We're now going to move to the futures. So let us go to the futures. What I'll do is I'll keep this recording separate, because when I keep it long and power goes, I'm losing my recording. So at this point, let us break this one.